Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul Latif Al Khayyat, and now we have session 4. Let me resume in this review of his main ideas, and I decided to start with verses of the Quran that he quotes so often. Our next verse will be from chapter 13, verse 11. Verily, never will God change the condition of a people. Never will God change the condition of a people until they change that which is in their souls, in their mind, in their conscience. So that's a verse. And in fact, if you look up at these books, his second book was a quotation from this verse, really. It is this verse, that part of this verse that he uses as a title, until they change what's in themselves or what is in their souls. So if a people want to change their bad condition, the way to it is in changing the inside, what they hold, the values, the principles, the habits of mind, the illusions, all that. So there are things in our mind which determine our visible situation, condition. So that must be start there. Yes, everything is God's creation, but He, God, arrange things in this way that they are not haphazard. There is system. There are laws. If you want to change your own condition, a people, not a human, because a human can rise very highly in everything, in morally, intellectually, but receiving no reward in this world, in his society, because of the society, the kind of culture he lives in. But not a nation, not an ummah, not a civilization, not a big group. So if they want to change that, which is, their condition, they must start with the inside, with what they bear in their minds, in their own souls. Another verse is, in fact, two verses, because in Surah 2, second chapter, verses 30 and 31, your Lord said to the angels, I will create a vicegerent on earth. They said, will you place therein one who will make mischief therein and shed blood? While we do celebrate thy praises and glorify thy name, he said, I know that which you know not. And he, God, taught Adam the nature of all things, the nature and names. In fact, the word in the Quran, in Arabic, al-asma, which is the names. Here the translator says the nature, because you cannot have any sense of using a word unless you know the concept behind it. That's why they use the nature of things. So here you find that the angels have a very pessimistic impression of the humans that will be on the earth. And they say, no, they will not do great. They will do mischief and they will shed blood. That's what they say to God. Why? But God says, no, there is something that you do not understand. Now, immediately after that, remember, he taught Adam. Because he said to Adam, he taught Adam the names of things, the names and nature of things. And Jawdat says, in fact, by learning the names of things means the words that refer to things, the designation that human knowledge accumulates. With knowledge, with the names, with the language, you have there stored all the facts that you have discovered. And then generation after generation will learn and a condensed form of knowledge that has accumulated over millennia. So a young man or woman, a young boy or girl will have digested in a condensed form that the legacy of humankind over the many centuries. Of course, if Muslims do not wake up to this, they, as the fact is, as really is the situation, they ignore that and they have no respect for that. We have Quran and Sunnah, and they have no respect for the rising and investigating and learning and devoting lives and many years to learning the facts which they take to be of no importance in the change of our life. But unless they do that, then they have not got rid of mischief and shedding of blood. In fact, he says it is ignorance. That's what Jawdat says. It is ignorance, the ignorance of people, only the ignorance of young men, which lets them explode and assassinate and do all kinds of violence. We can resume that later. Thank you.